Imagine meeting someone who showers you with compliments, texts you nonstop, and tells you they've never felt this way about anyone before. Feels like a dream, right? But what if I told you that this overwhelming affection might not be love at all? What if it's a manipulation tactic designed to trap you in a toxic cycle? In today's episode, we're breaking down love bombing, what it looks like, why it's dangerous, and how to tell if you're caught in its web. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal the one question you can ask yourself to instantly know if it's real love or a trap. Stay tuned. Love bombing isn't just about being super affectionate. It's about overwhelming someone with love too quickly, too intensely, and with an agenda. Here are some classic signs. They confess their love way too soon, like within days or weeks. They overwhelm you with grand gestures, expensive gifts, constant texts, long emotional messages. They want to be with you all the time, isolating you from friends and family. They make you feel like you're the most special person in the world. But there's a catch. At first, it feels amazing. Who wouldn't want to be adored like this? But love bombing isn't about love. It's about control. So how do you tell the difference between real love and love bombing? Well, let's talk about what happens next. Love bombing follows a pattern, and if you know what to look for, you can spot it before it's too late. Phase 1, the idealization phase. You are their soulmate. They call you their missing piece. They mirror your interests, values, and desires. Everything feels too perfect. Phase 2, the devaluation phase. The sweet messages slow down. They suddenly seem distant. Small criticisms start creeping in. I love you, but I wish you were a little more like this. They start creating doubt in your mind. About yourself. About your friends, even about reality. Phase 3. The discard phase. They pull away. Maybe they disappear, only to return later with more promises. By now, you're addicted to the high of their validation. You crave the love they gave you at the beginning. But why do they do this? What do love bombers actually want from you? Let's talk about the psychology behind it. Love bombing is a tool used by manipulators, often narcissists, to gain control over someone. But why does it work so well? Here's what's really happening in your brain. Dopamine and addiction. Every text, every compliment, every grand gesture, it gives you a dopamine hit. You get hooked on the highs, making the lows even more painful. Gaslighting and emotional dependence. When they withdraw their affection, you feel like you did something wrong. You start chasing their validation, thinking, how do I get back to that amazing beginning? Isolation. More control. By pulling you away from friends and family, they become your only source of emotional validation. And once they have you in that state, they can mold the relationship however they want. So how can you protect yourself from falling into this trap? Let's go over the warning signs and what to do if you're caught in a love bombing cycle. If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry, folks, you're not alone. The key is recognizing the red flags early and setting boundaries. Here's what to do. Slow down. If someone is rushing the relationship, press pause. Pay attention to their actions. Do they respect your boundaries, or do they guilt trip you? Keep your support system strong. Stay connected with friends and family. Trust your gut. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, real love is consistent. Real love takes time. Now, I promised you the one question that can instantly tell you if it's love bombing or real love. Here it is. If they stopped giving you all this attention tomorrow, would you still feel emotionally safe in this relationship? If the answer is no, it might not be love. It might be a trap. Have you ever experienced love bombing? Share your story in the comments below. You never know who you might help. And don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about relationships.